let's just make this invisible for now. And then that way, you don't gotta see my Final Fantasy pictures. Oh. Alright. So just playing through and oh. Why is my controller not working? Oh, you're just gonna need to give me just a second so I can get this up and going here. Hold on. It's because I was off on the other day. There we go. There we go. May have to plug my controller into another port. Some enemies are vulnerable. I'm gonna try not to like choke in everybody's ear here. Can't promise you anything, but I'm gonna try. Dun, dun, dun. Didn't I have like the chat overlay? I thought they had a thing that I could add, so I didn't have to like. Look it over there. Give me just a second. Give me just a minute here. I'm gonna see if I'm a chat overlay. Give me 1 sec, guys. Okay, so that was my numlock. So let's see if that does that for me. Okay, maybe there. Say, oh, look at that. Now I don't have to look at that screen over there. Alright. Hopefully it won't get in my way, but look at that. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Speak with Sebastian. Is that what we're doing now? Let's check. Looks good there. There, that should allow me to see text there. Alright, so oh, maybe we'll get these little side ones off. Ooh, they're all over there, eh? Okay, so I've got to be in at least that to see them. And there's one over here, but I can't get to that yet. For some reason I can't get in there yet. That might have to do with the main one, maybe? Alright. Yeah.
Up for a bit of dying, are we? And it's Buddha!
Uncle Roland sends his best. He often asks after you and his owls.
Oh, no, I did go the wrong way.
Who would have thought someone as young as me could save my uncle's life?
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft, nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, He's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
Of course you are.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite,
Pretty
a handmade
sure
crest.
that's not how
And without a
artifacts
second
spell.
thought, she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said.
Spelled.
It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian.
Be careful,
Your
I
uncle could
say.
intercept
Be
it or be
careful.
expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
Okay.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Alright, you'll send me an owl. Okay. Alright, so then let's go to this one. These fucking honking ducks. Or flowers, sorry. The flowers that sound like fucking ducks or geese. Geese. Sorry, like I said, I'm gonna try not to choke in your ear, but I can't guarantee. Where the hell am I supposed to find a cow? Why don't I
Castle.
tip over cows?
Must have been quite stately in its time.
I'm gonna tip over cows. That's so rude. Fucking cow tipping. Apparently I play video games the same way I geocache. I'm like, but it's right there. Follow what road when I can, like, literally just cut through this area? Why the fuck am I follow a road?
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Yes. Yes, I am.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must
Better have a
gather
plan.
information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Okay.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Alright.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them. See what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Wow, that was a bit of a game stutter. Let's see if I can sell some of my stuff.
Let's look at what we have, shall we?
I have some to identify too. Wizards wear.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Yeah, we're going to.
Please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it...
Apparently, I'm going to go in the back door. I don't believe in front doors.
Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
The hats are ridiculous. Brings my stuff up a bit though. Some of the gloves.
Plenty for your perusal today.
Wrong way.
Take your
Wrong
time.
one. Yeah.
I'm simply saying I thought the owl was like unwell.
Seemed perfectly fine to me. I'm not sure I'd know what an unwell owl would look like, come to think of it.
But please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been here all along.
Some of the camera angles are a bit finicky. Yeah, it's been a bit since I've played this.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden.
Oh no,
It may
not the
sound silly,
daisies!
but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Not the daisies!
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
We do hope you will reconsider helping us with our banking needs. We've given you ample time to reach a decision on your own, but we are beginning to lose our patience. We know your husband would appreciate it if you were to see the value in our working together. Shall we expect a response by week's end?
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank
Take
you.
a drink.
I hope it's not too late.
Now to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Dun, dun. Oh. Every time, we gotta pet the kitties. Oh, pet kitties. Yeah, he's a good kitty, pet. Row. I'm a row. He's such a good
Please
kitty,
tell me you
kitty.
didn't take
Oh.
it.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him.
Oh.
May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I would like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, secretly engaged these past 6 months.
Oh.
We haven't told Mr. Hill
Here
yet.
comes the
I
drama.
dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm
Fixing the
terrified to say
books.
anything. I could never live without Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Weird.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note that might help me to identify it should I come across it?
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Huh? Oh. Man, sometimes the camera angles. I think that's like why I stopped playing. Oh, another kitty. Those are camera angles. Oh, maybe it's the same kitty, but that's okay. Let's not have pests again. Why are you outside in the winter hour? In the winter time? Is it cold? Seriously, that wasn't like a back way here that you just... Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Could have let me take.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
I can't believe I got to tip a cow.
Hello there.
That's not okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But... perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
The list of food.
I gotta find some cows. Hilarious. I was running so fast by that, and I'm like super comfortable. I thought it was an animal there. Whee! Nope, not an animal. It was bushes.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Really? You made me run all the way that way to make me run all the way back? Rude. Fucking rude.
Hearing those old
I
fairy
went the wrong way again. Oh, okay, we're gonna climb that one though.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Hilarious. Really, some of the things you can't climb over kill me.
Revelio. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio.
Okay, we're just... I'll leave that for a second.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
I need to find her quickly.
Footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Revelio. Potato!
Potato!
A hidden door.
Do you have an ear open? Okay. I wasn't sure if you had
Natty
an
must
ear
have been
open
taken
or
this
not.
way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio.
Yeah, most of the stuff I'm going to collect is lower.
More times than I can count. They're incapable of defending themselves.
Oh. Hilarious.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio.
It's not going to work. You seen that girl this bite? Everyone's coming for her. We'll just kill her.
Alive.
Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
That's like 2 levels higher than I am.
Hey, share and share alike, say I. There's something wrong in.
I hope Rookwood knows what he's doing.
Yuck.
come on.
I've had enough of Feldcroft. Hope I never have to see it again. Everyone in Upper Hogsfield shudders when they see these. And rightfully so. I don't want to work with goblins. Not now, not ever. Rookwood.
There's a troll you are.
Lower Hogsfield.
Someone messing about.
Shit.
Death from above! You're no match for me. What are you for?
Shit.
Flash of inspiration.
Not so tough now, are ya?
Expulso!
You'll pay for that! You done.
Might want to look up. Expulso! Conductive, aren't we? Look what you've done! You pay for that! Wait, that's mine!
Rebellion. Potato.
Potato.
Book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back. Revelio.
Let's see if there's anything else. There's like a ton of different ways in here.
Revelio.
Oi!
Hey.
Revelio.
Hey.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives.
Miss a payment with me, and I'll make you pay through the nose.
Mustn't overlook Felcroft. Telescope right here.
Expulso!
What are your thoughts on?
Ha! You're easier to spot than an eruption. That's mine.
Revelio. Revelio. Natty must be here somewhere. Revelio. Mr. Rabe? Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand. It must be blocked by something.
Revelio. Mr. Abe's wand could be in there.
My wand is somewhere in this room. I can tell.
Mr. Abe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Revelio.
Where is this love letter?
Revelio. Mr. Abe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Revelio.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Revelio.
Still some chests over there. Here. Allow me to say these past months of being unable to share publicly feelings which exalt me to the utmost pinnacle of happiness have been and now I am off to read your letter once more.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie.
It's
He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
very dramatic.
Revelio.
That's what we're gonna do though? We're gonna destroy it. Yes? No. Ugh. How do we get in here, Linda? Oh, this way. No. Yes? Yes.
Revelio.
Let's go the spooky wiggly thing here. Can we just go out here?
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
I was at your fucking patches.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Rude. Apparently I have a lot of the relationship ones to work on, eh? Are they under here? So I must have a 32, right? How many there are in total? With who? Let's just buy most of the other things. Oops, I needed to press up.
Oh, good, you're safe.
Yeah, very safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there.
Oh no.
She said they took the whole place apart looking for it,
Oh,
screaming
no.
that we'd cost them everything.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures.
Oh no.
One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Where exactly are these snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the snidgets?
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us. Who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the snidgets protected at all costs.
Centaurs aren't known for being the friendliest lot. Especially not with wizard kind. And not right now.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Okay. There's another one down. So I can't get there yet. I don't have that yet. Okay. Just need about 30 seconds. Do.
Having my own bedroom.
I don't mind.
Oh, apparently I didn't pick the right one to go to. Oh. There's a person right... How do I get to that person?
Always wondered what the other house is common.
How do I... Where is that person? This way? No. I'm telling you, I hate this fucking place sometimes. How do I... There's a wall right there. How do I... Is it an up? Are they up? Are they up?
My cousin would have figured it all out.
No. No, I don't think they're an up.
Aloha more. Revelio.
The doors, did the numbers start at 0? Remember the weird animals on the doors? Did it start at 0? Okay, well they'll... 2, 4, so... 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Been a bit since I've played.
Revelio.
I mean, I found that. I wanted to find that conversation. So...
I think I know how and where to approach the Central about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Lost all over this place.
Revelio.
I have no idea where I am. Oh, there's a dingy in here. Oh. Okay, yeah, I already did that one. I'm so lost in this place.
Revelio.
I'm just like, yeah, let's just go this way. Fuck. Oh. Well, there's that person again. That's what I originally was trying to get to. Oh, there's a dingy ding. Oh, I have no idea where the dingy ding is coming from. Ding ding.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Wasn't it one of like... Wasn't it this one?
Wingardium Leviosa.
No. Oh, no, it's definitely not that one. It's one of these ones.
Leviosa. Revelio.
That's it. Oh.
Handy resource indeed, your field.
Oh, fuck, wrong one. Holy Lord, this camera angle sometimes. Blech.
Revelio.
Made me feel icky. Like spins around and makes me feel sick to my stomach. Where's that? Yeah, I hear ding dong. Can't go that way, babe. Yeah, I tell you, I'm glad for the yellow marker on the floor, and even then I get, well, on the map anyways, and even then I get fucking lost. This place is insanity. And the camera angles, I'm not a fan. Pretty sure that's why I stopped playing.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Just camera angles kill me. Oh yeah,
Welcome back.
These guys. Okay.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. We'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Because that's not, like, weird, right? You know.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
One quick second. Just gonna check where my headphones are. Let's see that. I may have to plug them in. Bum, 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 bum. Oh no, this should be good.
What are you up to now?
Nanya. I sounded cut out there for a sec. None your business. Yeah, some of these camera angles. Bleh. Make me feel like motion sick. That's why I don't do those first-person shooters. Oh. Although I'm good in like VR, except for like I played one game where it had me turning around like way too quick. And it just was not good. But for most of VR, I actually enjoy it. It's quite awesome. Can I get to that side wherever this is? Are they like an outside person? Oh, like right, like here? Yeah, look at that.
Professor, I wondered if I could ask how you came to Hogwarts.
Ah, I suppose that is not an unexpected question. After I told you about my time in Mahutokoro, it was a simple matter of fate, really. After my experience with the Toyohashi Tengu, I was determined to find work that would fulfill me. I accepted a position with the Japanese Ministry of Magic. I cannot tell you the specifics of my work. A few years into my post, I had the honor of working with Professor Weasley.
Not too much.
At the time, a curse breaker for the British Ministry.
Professor Weasley was a curse breaker for the Ministry.
She was. But I would advise you not to inquire upon it. She is quite clear that her focus is now Hogwarts. We coordinated, shall we say, defensive efforts on a particular matter, and were talking one evening about the rigors of our respective positions. She mentioned plans to return to Britain and Hogwarts specifically. I noted I could appreciate her decision. Her description of the school was so enchanting that when she wrote to me a few years later about the open position of flying professor, I was intrigued.
Wasn't it difficult to leave your home?
In some way, yes. But in others, I was ready for another adventure, to bring my experience and knowledge to another realm. My reason for coming to Hogwarts was to expand my horizons.
Then you enjoy being a flying instructor, even after all that happened?
I do. And not despite all that happened, but because of it. You would do well to let lessons be just that. Lessons. Learn from your errors, in judgment or otherwise. I am proud to impart such knowledge upon students, no matter where in the globe they may reside.
Good job. Alright. Oh, thanks for the little conversation. Alright, so let's, I guess, head back. I need some cows. Apparently you have to tip over cows for one of the achievements. That's so mean. Tipping over cows is so rude. This fucking place is huge. Huge. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I'm really grateful for the yellow dots on the map. Not quite sure I would be able to get around anywhere without them. Great, thanks. Oh, it's so very, well, Yule-y. I can't imagine. Well, maybe they celebrate Christmas. I mean, Yule would seem the thing. Oh, there's another person there. Okay, where are you? Up? Can't be up. You've got to be like down, right? In the middle there somewhere? Oh. under the stairs? Is there
my
an...
exams.
There's not an under the stairs. Weird. It's gotta be up then. They move. Okay. I mean, I'm assuming they're not going to stand there for the, like, entire time I'm searching for them, I guess. It's rude. Ooh, is that them?
Off on another adventure, are we?
There's got to be more ups or downs or something. I'm telling you, this place gives me a headache. Oh, and there's another one here. Maybe it's like all the teachers. Is that? There's gotta be ups or something.
Revelio.
Oh, alright, I'm waiting. I love how you just like sit on the floor.
Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the Ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Can it be nighttime so I can take that fucking little monkey statue in there?
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
I need it to be nighttime. Oh, I can't do nothing. I can't, like, Castany Nevin. Okay.
Professor, a moment of your time, please. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp, places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this.
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside. Greetings. I mean, out of my way, children.
Fucking hilarious.
What could the headmaster want?
Gareth. Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have, somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor. Yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago. Muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Well, there's one for my diary.
Oh, gotta pet the kitty. That's funny. Wow.
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
Hilarious.
Professor Black. How...
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's. Has anyone...
Something is very wrong with...
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kagawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better!
Well, my yellow thing is gone. I have no idea where I'm going now.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the heavy. Make way for the headmaster.
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Professor, a word, please.
No.
Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall remember.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Professor Black is happy with Scrope.
Attention, students. I hereby... Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone. Even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
And that is...
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Oh, shit. Wrong way.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Wait. Oh. Jeez. This is. Real.
Revelio.
Oh.
I like to keep a bit of book.
Revelio.
I have to spend like a whole fucking day just running around, listening for little ping marks.
Revelio.
Oh. Oh, level 3. Level 2.
Alohomora.
Open the door.
Revelio.
See, they're not good.
Revelio. Revelio. The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Lumos.
Wow, that's a... Bring that one up.
Toujours pure. Revelio. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
Level 3. Nothing out here. Okay, so I'll have to wait. Level 2 to open level 3, fuckers.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
Okay.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? Revelio.
Alright. Tribute to the ministry. Of course. Sure, let's have a piece of fruit.
Revelio.
And we're gonna drink your tea. Drink your tea, eat your fruit. Bing! I'm telling you, bing everywhere.
That must be the pedestal.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Potato.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me.
This is fantastic.
The first you will need is a cloak. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Damn. Can we know in and out of houses to get around, eh? Okay.
I should have run when I could.
They're gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? I need to time this just right. I see. A staircase straight ahead.
Straight ahead, what that? I guess right in front of me.
A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go. But I need to find a way past them.
God damn it. Damn, he caught me. Wonder where I start again. Okay, so, I mean,
I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go. But I need to find a way past them.
that's why he's seen me.
Nothing this way, but more danger. Must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward. Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
How in the fuck?
Now's my chance. That's the way forward. Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
Can I go back through that way? In the fuck? And so I guess it's this way. Like, how invisible?
They can't see me at all.
Okay.
I can get closer to them.
No, I mean, I don't really want to, but thanks.
This is the way forward. Finally free. Now, where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
I've never felt such power.
Okay, that's all I got, eh?
Revelio.
Sorry about that. Just mute that. So I don't hear whopping.
Revelio.
Today? What?
She was getting today.
Yeah.
She has a migraine. Today she was asking what next Friday.
Oh. Yeah, she can come after though. Let her know she can come after their groom. Yeah, tell her that way she can see them in a nice haircut. Yeah, tell them that. Tell her that she can, that way if she feels better, she can come see them after their haircuts. Alright, sorry for that. I'll see if I can get back here without getting killed. Oh, shit. Ah, fucking troll. Just this fucking... Tracy. God damn, that was some shit.
Revelio.
So I spoke with the vet. Nicole said that her vet is actually really fantastic and they were really good with her dog Titan. So I spoke to them. We're going to go in and meet with them on Friday, just before the dogs get groomed. Because their price there is about $600 to have them fixed. So it's $160 cheaper.
This must be for me.
They're going to look at her teeth and tell us what they think about her teeth. So, and it's right beside the place where they get groomed. Nicole says they're absolutely fantastic.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
Okay.
She's gone.
Oh.
Neve's dead.
Dear sweet Neve.
Oh.
Dead.
Let us always honor her.
We won't be the same without her.
Everybody's so sad. Listen, I have no more health things to fight the death guy, okay? So, like, no more fighty fights till I can get some more fucking potions.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
Okay.
But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that, as you witness
at least
my memory.
160 each on the cost of them being fixed. And it includes blood work that Cavan Hills didn't include. It also includes microchipped, but they're already microchipped, so we're going to take them in and he's going to look at Raisin's teeth. Or she, I'm not sure, but they're going to look at Raisin's teeth and we'll see if they can wait a little bit or... right? Because we're hoping maybe that she can push it to possibly October, just because it's a little bit, it'll be easier for us to try to get it done in October. We can try to have both done.
Remarkable, wasn't it? And so, Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival.
So they're going to be super mad at us Friday.
It is a source
At least nothing
of
happens at the vet.
focus.
They're just going to go and see
Somehow it
somebody. Like, they're not going to, they already have all their shots and vaccines and all that.
So I think think
And
we
there's
can
nothing
harness
wrong with them. There's no
power
need
like
for them
this is
to
not
have
to
any
be
kind of
toyed with
medication or
in the
anything
wrong
like
hands.
that.
You saw what I did for my father. Mia, imagine the
So,
good we could do.
they're gonna go to the vet,
Everyone
and then
is in
right
some
next
kind
door
of
to the
pain.
groomers. They're gonna be so pissed. Oh no!
What are you doing?
Oh, she bad.
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Yeah, and we'll go in and talk to them. Like I expressed that I was super worried about her size. You know, and I know that Yorkies and Chihuahuas get fixed, and they're smaller than her. Like, she's a small dog, but there are dogs that are smaller than her. Not by much, but they're smaller. So... Well, they're a really good place,
Has someone
so I
completed
can
the first
tell
3
you how
trials?
they are on Friday.
It is.
And then
I
if you want, you can go
You are
in.
so-
I
Well,
let them know that
I know.
Nicole had
You must be
referred
Professor
me,
Bakar.
so
I am.
she'll get a bit
Pleased
of
to
a
meet you.
discount the next time she
pensive
goes
memory I
in.
just
So if you
witnessed.
want to let them know I
Was
referred
Isadora
you after I
inhaling
go in
painful
on Friday,
emotions?
that would be
She was.
fantastic. And then maybe we could use a little bit of a discount on them being fixed.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizard kind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
Good place you could call, or I don't know if you were still wanting to go.
It seems we have no choice but to
Nicole
wait,
stopped using
frustrating as
Ritson
it
too
is.
because they did
I
the
heard
same
what you
thing
told
to
Professor
Titan.
Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain
So
power.
for them to go
She
in for a
was,
checkup is
and she pulled
98
emotions
bucks.
as she did from her
So it's
father,
pretty
from
much
Professor
the price
Fitzgerald,
of everywhere.
without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that
But
she
yeah,
found a
Nicole
way to
stopped
store the
using
traces of
Ritson for the
magic she
same
extracted.
reason that we did.
In
They
Goblin
fucking
Silver.
had
The
absolutely
repositories.
zero
Possibly.
to
There's
want to
something I didn't
do
get a
with
chance
the
to tell
dogs
you
at their
earlier.
end of life. And I was
Ranrock
like,
has been
but
digging
I've
at
been coming to
locations
you
tied
and
to
only
the
you
5
for
names he found in the
15
journals
years.
of a goblin
You know, all
metalworker named
together with all the
Greg.
dogs.
5
13
names.
years.
The keepers.
And you didn't want to see them. No,
Isadora
no.
Morganac?
So that's why I won't
Precisely.
bring the new ones
That's
there.
how he's been one
and
step
the
ahead of
vet
us.
downtown
Gringotts, the
put
town,
on
Rookwood
Rum's
Castle.
papers
If the
that she's
keepers
a
won't
Shiba
tell you where the
Inu.
next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on
So,
Ranrock.
the
Perhaps
vet that
he'll
called
lead us
today,
to more
they laughed
information.
At that. And I was like,
Perhaps.
she's not even the right
I hope to
color.
hear from
She's
Lord
pure
Gok
black.
soon.
Like,
I haven't heard anything since I learned of the
so
drills.
yeah, it's $98
and as you probably guessed
plus
by now,
tax. So about
your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
$113
I knew
for their
it would.
checkup.
I may have done too good a
Which
job
is the
distracting
same
Black.
price
I
that
had no idea he can't hold his fire
Ritson
whiskey.
charges most. It's pretty standard around that price. When we were first looking at vets for the girls phoning around, that seemed to be about the average.
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
Hold on, give me a second. I'll pop over into Discord, and that'll make this conversation a bit easier. And then you can come into Discord, because there's a bit of a delay from when you see it, and then when I see your stuff. So let me pop into Discord, and then you can come into Discord. Sorry, I'm stretching. Yeah. Oh, all right. Okay, there we go. Quests. Meet Sebastian. Oh. Okay, so there's that one. There's that one. There's a few. Okay, so let's go and do Poppy. I'll know, like, I'll hear you when you get into Discord. You might have to turn your TV down a little bit so it doesn't echo a ton for you anyways, because you'll hear like me, then you again.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
All right.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be
That relic is the key to saving Anne. I know it. Meet me outside of Feldcroft as soon as you can.
Oh, they are pissed.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Oh, dude.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
Hold on 1 second.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone.
Hold on, because I can
What do
like see
moonstones
that
have
you're
to do with
talking. I'm gonna
Snidgets?
see if I can.
And why was he so
Pull something
certain
up.
about
Hold on a
where
minute.
we could find one?
Okay, yeah, so you'll probably have to turn your TV down a little bit so we don't get the extra sound all through. Just a bit, though. Right, because it'll double, like, keep going on your TV and it'll cause, like, wicked feedback on YouTube.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him.
Can you hear me?
Being a centaur.
I am too.
Oh.
It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd
So, yeah,
called.
So what did you...
Well, if Doran knows something
Hold on
we
a
don't,
second.
I'd
Just
rather
gonna
act now and
turn
ask
yours
questions
down a little
later.
bit.
I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you
So,
mentioned.
no, they seem, like, really, really nice
I'll
when
let you know
talk
what
to
I
them.
find.
Right, so... Ooh, didn't mean to shoot at her. But yeah, no, they seemed really nice when I talked to them.
But you said that the other place said something?
Which
I didn't catch that.
Which one?
Where you got the 3 dogs cremated.
Oh, no, like, so Ritson, where we used to, so Central Vet. On Rum's papers, they have that she's a Shiba Inu.
What the hell's that?
It's a completely different fucking breed of dog than what Rum is. Yeah. They have on her rabies certificate that she's a different dog than she is.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
And did you say something to them?
Hold on 1 second. I'm just gonna pause my stream because I gotta go make a coffee and that too. Alright, give me 1 sec, guys. I will be right back.
But didn't you call them and say, hey, you made a mistake on my dog's thing? She's not a... Huh? her teeth in them and then took them out. That's it.
Right. So yeah, I'm gonna bring her in Friday. But yeah, no, if you want to, like, I'll let you know Friday how they do, because when I told them that, like, Nicole had referred me, they asked for Nicole's phone number because they said, like, we'll give her a small, so it's probably only 5 or 10%, right? But 5 or 10% is 5 or 10%. And they were like, yeah, we'll give her a discount when she next comes in. Right, so if they're super good vets and, you know, both I and Tara feel safe about, you know, bringing her there, I'll let you know. And then if you want to take Pearl in, if you have the plan to take her in within the next 2 or 3 months, right, that'll give us a bit of a discount on their surgery, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, I won't be able to rush her in now, but...
Well, yeah, but we're, like I said, we're trying to...
September.
Yeah, and their surgery booked with Cavan Hills was for September 26th, so we were hoping to get them done, hopefully in October, right? So if you go in sometime in September...
Yeah.
Right, because we're hoping to have them done in October. Not only that, it's cooler outside for them as well, right? Maybe they won't fight me as much on the onesie. Fucking them in pajamas is just fucking...
Rebellion. Yeah, I just put Pearl in a t-shirt.
Yeah, they have, so it's a onesie, and what it does is it completely covers their belly all the way down to, like, their legs, and, like, goes over their legs, but it has, like, the hole for them to go to the bathroom, because they're girls, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because I put the cone on her, and all she did was her face to the floor and look up at me. And
yeah, we're gonna do the donut. Yeah, we're gonna do the donut on them. And because, like, so not only do we have to watch them, we have to watch, like, them with each other.
Yeah.
Right? To make sure each other doesn't go at each other's thing, like each other's cut, right?
Yeah. So you're gonna put donuts around the neck?
Yeah, well, donuts, they say they can wear in crates, where they tell you they don't want you to put your dog in a cone in a crate.
Yeah, that wouldn't be safe.
Exactly. So, like, are we never going to be allowed to sleep? Right? That means somebody's going to always have to be awake with them, and that's just not conducive. Like, we're going to take the time off work when we have them done, but if neither one of us can sleep, like, that will not be fucking okay. Like, Okay, we went through that because they came home super fucking early.
Yeah.
Right, so...
Yeah, I just stuck a t-shirt on her. It was long enough that covered her up, and she didn't even pay attention to it.
Right.
She didn't go near... Well, and the spot that they do, they can't get near it. Like, they can't even lick there, unless they're more double-jointed.
I guess depends on how high... Yeah, like, I don't know. Because if they can't lick it, then why do they put a fucking cone on them?
Yeah, because it's right in the rib cage, like, right...
You are the talk
right
of
in
the
that
school since
area
you said Mr.
where
Ribbon.
the space, the end of the rib cage there, that's where Pearl
Yeah,
was.
because if they can't lick it, there would be no point in putting a cone on them.
Yeah, maybe it's the scratching. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. No, because that doesn't make sense either.
No.
Right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they can. Maybe they can reach it.
Pearl, she didn't even phase it.
Yeah, Karma didn't either. She really didn't care about it. I'm sure she was grateful. Yeah, I'm sure she was grateful. Like, fuck, thank God.
And then after they get fixed, dogs don't even pay attention. Like,
no, like really... Zeus, like, well, every once in a while, and Zeus tried to kind of hump her, but I think that's only because he had. Bronson never tried to hump her. Ever, ever, ever. But Zooey did every once in a while, but I think that was mostly because he had already done it.
It was more of a dry hump anyway.
Yeah, right, because that was his mate, and I think he understood that, right?
Relic from a catacomb which requires a dark sacrifice.
I know how it sounds, but if this can help you, it's worth the risk.
Does Ominous know about this?
He helped find the scriptorium where we discovered Slytherin's spellbook.
But she still played with her dog, and her dog wasn't fixed at the time.
I'll meet you.
Then she
We
came
don't have much
over with
time.
Oreo
Solomon wants to leave
after he got
Beldcroft.
fixed.
What?
Her one didn't want
Leave?
nothing to do with
Never
it.
mind.
After she got
You need to
fixed
stall
or
him.
he got
Buy
fixed?
us time, Anne.
He got
Please.
fixed.
Okay.
I shall do
She
my
was
best.
fixed right at 6
I'll
months.
be in touch.
Yeah.
So she was
Solomon
fixed
can't
before
take Anne from
they
Feldcroft.
even started
Where would they
playing
go?
together.
When would I see her?
But yeah, they played and everything at her
Sebastian,
house and that.
I
and
can't
then
believe my
she
uncle
came
wants
over
to
here
leave
one day
Feldcroft.
and
Anne's going
there
to
was
stall
no
him.
fucking
She
way
must.
she was letting
We
that
need
dog
time.
come near her.
Time?
No.
For
It
what?
changes
I've learned more
them.
about the relic.
Time,
I
the
cross-referenced
very last
Slytherin's
time we were
spellbook with
over at
everything in the
her
library on
house,
relics and dark
it was
sacrifices.
like a couple of years
That's when I
ago.
realized something.
She
I
still
believe the
didn't
relic
want
will
nothing to
only
do with
work
him.
inside the
Well,
catacomb.
because it makes it so that they have no desire to let a male near them. They're just like, whatever, go away. But your dog's a snob.
Yes, she is. She seriously is.
Yeah, she's a snob. Oh, well, and I can't even get no dinky from you? Get the fuck away from me. I don't... like... You have nothing to offer me now. Like...
The girl used to stick her nose up in the air every time a dog walked by.
Yeah, I don't want to play with you.
Yo!
Yeah, she's a spoiled little only child. Okay? Yeah.
And she'll let the dog come up to her for 2 seconds, and that's it.
That's
Now,
alright.
if you don't like her, she's right behind me, like, fuck off.
Yeah, we'll see if the getting them fixed stops them from trying to hump each other. Because now it's Raisin too, and it's funny, right? Because in order for Rum to fuck Raisin, she balls Raisin up in a little ball and like curls her all underneath her stomach and tries to hump her like that. And Raisin just launches herself onto Rum's back. Like, she has an entire fucking dog. Like, you know, and Rum's trying to fucking scratch and fucking get Raisin all balled up in a little fucking ball. Oh, she was so mad at me the other fucking day. She, like, threw her blanket onto the other side of her crate. Like, she was pissed. Yeah, well, because there's been a dog or two in the neighborhood that's fucking escaped their yards. And yesterday, it was the German Shepherd yesterday, right? Yeah, there's fucking German Shepherd running around.
They don't shut their gate or anything?
Well, some people, they launch the gate. Some people, their gates don't stay shut. We don't know where the one German Shepherd came from. And that's, like I said, that's what my fear is that fucking these little dogs, like, especially Raisin. Rum has maybe a better chance of surviving. Are you kidding me? Raisin would never survive a dog bite.
Not a fucking pit bull
She would never fucking survive one bite, and it wouldn't even have to be a dog attack. The dog would just have to bite her once, and she would die. Like, she's fucking tiny.
It's like a mouthful.
We just need to get down to the catacomb and work out how to make a dark sacrifice.
That's
Our biggest hurdle may be convincing Ominous. And we'll only give this a chance if he's on board.
And we have to keep all of this from your uncle. If he goes to the headmaster, we could be expelled.
Let me handle Ominous this time. As for my uncle, he's not an aura anymore. What he doesn't know, well, won't hurt us.
It'd be like they knew when me and Pearl were
Do you
coming
think your
out, 'cause
uncle
it
would
was
tell
like
anyone at the
exactly
ministry
the
about
same
all of
time.
this if he found out?
And I'd
If he
stay
found
down
out,
at my door
I doubt he'd
until
go
the
to the
dog's
ministry.
gone.
Yeah.
He didn't part
Pearl
ways with
still
them
had
well
her
from what
mouth
I understand.
barking at it,
He
and I'm
won't
like,
say,
"Are you
but I
crazy? You
believe his
lied
strong
to
aversion
that."
to dark magic has something to do with his time there. Anne
Yeah, I
thinks he
pick
once
Rum up
decided to fight
outside when
fire
she
with
starts
fire, so
barking
to
like
speak,
that at other
and
dogs,
resorted
'cause
to
I don't
using an
want her to think
unforgivable
that
curse
that's
and
okay,
fighting against dark
because
wizards.
it pisses other
At least
dogs
that's what she
off.
thought she heard. When he realized what his job had led him to become, he left rather abruptly. So, I'm not sure he'd go to the Ministry to report on his own family using dark magic now.
She'll just stick her nose up and keep walking.
Good luck with Ominous, until we meet again.
I shall let you know when the four of us should meet at the catacomb. Look for my owl.
Fucking shithead.
The only dog
See you soon.
she actually barks at, and it was hilarious because it was just a bark that it said "shut up." You know what I mean? And it was Leo's dog. When Leo used to let the dog run around the whole backyard because the backyard was so wrecked up, anyways. She used to bark like crazy when people walked by the fence. So the dog would bark and bark and bark until we get to the end of the fence. Pearl would do one bark and then keep walking, and I'm like, are you telling the dog to shut the fuck up?
Your field guide.
It was just a bark, and that's it. Supposedly,
I have been meaning to
drives
speak with
around
you.
Here,
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Maybe
I
you
still
could go
can't believe
see
we
the old
escaped the
lady that
Ashwinders. You may not realize
his
it, but
friend,
you are the talk of
but-
the
Yeah,
school
maybe.
since you saved me that day. I wonder how everyone knows about it. I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been
They have a
even less
son.
forgiving
I
than
think
I'd
they said
hoped.
They have a son. I was like, oh wow, there's children gonna
If
be
she
in the
knew more
house.
about what you've done,
Because
I
even
suspect she'd be
before
proud. If she knew any
Leo
more about what I've done,
lived in
she
that
would
house,
never
there
let
was
me
no
out of her
children
sight
in that
again.
house.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided? She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today. What exactly happened to your father? It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah. Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it? He could become the most majestic giraffe. And he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village.
Right, I fucking
One of
feel
them
that.
saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form.
Try to walk.
When the
you're
bandits saw
walking
this,
like you're
they turned and ran in
dragging on
fear.
the side of ya.
Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault. Your
So you got
fault?
one foot walking
How so?
one
He died
straight and the
protecting
other one
me.
dragging on the side
If
of
I
ya.
had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive
can't
today.
bend
My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
Yes, you're walking around like Frankenstein. Yeah.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing? Oh my, that is a good question. In theory,
Okay,
yes.
that's a good
Although he would
practice,
worry
right? To
as
the
my mother
bathroom, just little
But I
bits of
think
a
he,
time.
of all people, would understand
When
my
do you
persistence.
start physio with
My
it?
father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
Really?
Yeah.
But how were you supposed to start physio if they didn't want you
Well,
walking on it?
As you saw, she worries a great deal.
I don't know.
She is an
they
excellent seer. But I think it bothers her to this day that she did
actually
not see
put
my
me-
father's death
He
coming.
told me
She
that there's a
misses him,
physiotherapist gonna
as
call
do
me
I.
when
So I
they
believe
took
on
off
some
the
level
cast.
she understands my
Okay.
need to seek
The
justice in
white
a small
one?
way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
He gave me exercises.
Yeah.
Do you think taking down the
said, "Your
Ashwinders will
physio-
avenge your
there-
father's death? No.
Put your
Vengeance
name
is not
into
what
a
drives me.
physiotherapist.
My
It's
father
on
would not want
Stevenson.
that.
I think it
He
said
and my
Stevenson.
mother raised me to
Yeah,
believe that it is a privilege to be able
So
to
it's
fight for
somewhere
those who
across
cannot.
from the
I know
Oshawa
there is
Center.
risk involved, but I feel
Somewhere
it is
there.
worth it.
And I waited the
I am glad you
whole
seem to
fucking
think so
3
too.
weeks. I said, do I call him Like, I actually asked him.
I'm sorry,
"Do
Natty.
I
Can't
call
imagine
them?"
what you've
Yeah.
been
He
through.
goes, "Oh no.
Your father
they'll
sounds
call
exceptional.
you."
He
I was
was.
like, all right.
Truly
I waited the
extraordinary.
whole 3 weeks.
And thank you for your kind
And
words.
when I came
We
in
all have
and I
our
finally
burdens.
got to see him.
My father had a saying about that. Yes, I remember.
He says, "Are you
Rain
doing
does not
therapy
fall
now?"
on
I'm
one
like,
roof
"No."
alone. Exactly.
I was like, "You
Soon
told
you and I
me
will put an
that
end
you
to the
put my name
Ashwinders,
into this
beginning with Harlow.
physiotherapist,
And once
and
he
they
is
haven't
gone,
called
we
me
will
yet."
turn our attention
He
to
goes- he
Rookwood.
said, "They
We are
haven't
making
called you?" I said,
progress,
"No."
and we will
And
succeed.
he's like, "Oh, okay." I said, "But,"
Thank you again for saving me.
I said, "I've been
You deserve
on
all of the praise you have received.
WSIB since January because of a frozen shoulder.
Yeah.
And I still have. Like, my shoulder still hasn't, like, it's sort of, but not much."
Okay.
And he's like, "Okay." I said, "I was with a physiotherapist before, and WSIB wasn't happy with what results I was getting.
Okay.
So they sent me to this clinic and I said, it's on Simcoe and Athol."
Okay.
He goes, "Okay, I know what it is." And I said, and they called me once and I told them I have a broken ankle and they haven't called me since. So I said, I should have been doing therapy a long time ago.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, okay." He says, "Well, if WSIB sent you to where they want you to go, you got to go to where they want you to go."
Okay.
I said, "I figured that, but I just wanted to tell you and everything." And I said, "And I'm still waiting for them to call me." They said there would be a position in August, but they
Okay,
haven't
so
called me yet.
okay, maybe you'll hear
So
from
then
them soon.
yesterday, I called them.
Okay.
Because first I called my caseworker, still not answering his fucking phone.
Weird.
So, yeah, weird. And I left like 4 or 5 messages since like, I think it was like early July. And then my manager told me, "Oh, he's on vacation."
Oh.
And then I talked to my manager on Thursday before I went to the hospital. And he said, "Oh, he should be off vacation." So there's 4 messages when he gets back to work and he couldn't call me. So now I'm waiting. I called him and left a message yesterday. So I went through all my paperwork, could not, I had to find this number. I couldn't find it anywhere. I finally found it and I called them. They had absolutely no clue what the fuck I'm talking about.
Oh.
I'm like, oh my God. I said, in May, I had a meeting with some guy named, I think his name is Julian. And he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah." I said, and after that meeting, he said that I'm gonna, in about 2-3 weeks, you guys will call me and set up some physiotherapy. Because right now you guys are full. She goes, "Yeah, we've been full for a long time." And I said, "Well," and I didn't get no calls. And then I said, sometime end of June, I got a phone call from you guys saying that there's a position in Ajax that I can go to. And then I told you guys that my ankle's broken, so I don't know if I can do the physio. It's up to you. I know it's just my shoulder. I can sit there, I guess. I don't know. So she says, "Well, I'll talk to Julian and everybody about that, and we'll give you a call back." Because she says, "I don't think you'd be able to do therapy until you're able to do therapy on your
has
ankle."
some exciting news to share.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Whatever. So I waited and waited for phone calls from them. I haven't got any. I talked to my caseworker about my ankle. And he couldn't understand why I wasn't getting any calls from them or anything. And now I can look at him and say, yo, I could been doing physiotherapy for the longest time, but you're the one that took me out of physiotherapy to put me into something else, and they don't even have a position for me. It's their fault that I'm not doing physio. I had no problem doing the physio right here.
Yeah.
And I could still be doing physio there. But they called my physiotherapist and told them that they're taking me to this other place because they're not happy with the results I'm getting.
Weird.
Yeah. And then I find out that there's another woman at my work that's on WSIB because of her shoulder. It's Lori.
Okay.
She's the union rep.
Okay.
Yeah. She's off. Her shoulder's been hurting her for the longest time. And she just let it go and let it go. And now I guess it's gone to the point she can't move her shoulder. I don't know her problem. So, yeah. And they had a meeting with the union, and they never called me to ask me if I wanted to go to the union. Thank you.
Deke has some exciting news to share.
I'm mad. I said, seriously. They had a meeting.
Hello, Deke.
For the union,
Professor Weasley said you had an idea.
Indeed, Deke does.
I said no.
Deke knows that you want to learn about all sorts of beasts. And Deke recently heard rumors of a phoenix nest in a nearby mountain.
A phoenix nest? I wonder if it belongs to the phoenix net you mentioned. The one Harlow and the poacher pack are after.
Deke would not doubt it. If Deke has heard of it, surely the nasty poachers have as well. Which means it could be in danger.
They got 20 friggin' housekeepers now.
Right?
Well, I'd better go and rescue them, hadn't I?
Deke thinks so. So majestic a beast should not fall into such vile hands. Deke is not sure why, but Deke feels that saving a phoenix might help to make amends for what happened with Deke's prior master. Deke hopes that you are able to find the phoenix and bring it to the room where it will be safe.
And he says he apologizes and he says he should have texted you. And I was like, well, yeah. And they're like, okay, well, would you like me just to send you $25 credit for the delay and then get you a new dasher? And I was like, well, I have frozen drinks, so I'd like a new order. Like, so you want me to send you a new dasher and ask the store to make the order again? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, okay, we can do that. And then they're like, and we'll still send you the $25 credit for the unfortunate deal. So I got half of it. They gave me half back, 50% off.
We ordered a wrap. Hello?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, we ordered wraps. Where did you order them?
No.
Pita Pit?
I put protein and shit on. I think I put it in yours too. No, I don't think I did.
Yeah, so he says, well, they should have called you. I was like, yeah. I said, that's the way they are. The lady that was the housekeeping supervisor?
Yep.
She quit.
Oh.
The lady I said she was Mexican or whatever. I didn't like her attitude. Yeah, she quit.
Revelio.
I said to him, I said, I didn't think she would last. Nobody really liked her.
Okay.
Because she was threatening people. Oh, if you don't go back and do what I told you to do, we're gonna deduct money off your check.
Wow.
I would have looked at her and said,
you could fucking try it.
We're not in where you're from. Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, she threatened a lot of girls on the weekend that She check rooms and she'll find like a
My
piece
family
of
worked in the
hair
mines at one time or other.
in a cloth in a drawer or something like that. Instead of taking it out and just telling the housekeeper, she went down and chased her and told her she had to go back to the room and take that hair out of the drawer before she left. And she already signed out and everything, and her ride was sitting there. So she goes, I gotta go, my ride's right here. She goes, if you don't do it, we're deducting money off your check. I was like, wow.
I hope it's worth the lawyer.
Hello?
Yep, still here.
Oh, yeah.
Places!
Yeah. Yeah,
Revelio.
Can they deduct money off our checks? I know they can. I'm just asking you. And she goes, God, no, they can't do that.
No.
That's against the law. Seriously.
Yep.
Send her ass to court. You better hope it's worth your lawyer.
Oh yeah, she was even telling the people at the front desk they better listen to her because she's the boss when the manager's not here. When there's a supervisor, a front desk supervisor working, but she's telling them that she's the boss when she's only a housekeeping supervisor.
I'll just say do it and I walk out the door.
Every time I stepped in a room, she walked out. I was like, this woman does not like me where she's going. Yeah, actually, Vic asked me to help work with her one day, and I said, no, I'm not working with her. And he goes, pardon me, I was like, no, the last time she came to me and asked me, can you come and help me?
Why is it Miss me! Impressed? No!
Accio!
He didn't argue.
Revelio.
Potato.
Over here!
Potato.
An utterly pitiful display.
She is in the dark, but it's...
I shall avenge your death.
Now,
that's embarrassing, isn't it?
Kill spells glance off of me.
That just, I can't hear you.
I won't rest.
Ooh, big
Was
bitch.
meant for me.
Third forwards. The good forwards.
I'm down here.
Oh no, she's in close zone.
I'm heading down to this other part of the map.
Somewhere down there.
That's actually...
You've one less follower, Ranrock.
But it's also $7. So that you make your own
Revelio.
You get picked in a class and everything, and then you just play the storyline. And that's not a hard game either. You probably like games like that.
I think your mom would like Stardew Valley.
You get being interesting.
Stardew... what?
Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley?
I have Stardew Valley. I could buy you Stardew Valley.
She thinks that's the game.
I already told you. That's the one I was telling you. Amanda could play with you, I could play with you, we could all play together.
You could build a co-op and you have little cabins on your farm.
Game. Looks like a fucking game. You freaking leave farm.
It won't be long now before
She said you can make your own valley.
Yeah.
You put little cabins.
Or two. It's like
put cabins.
Harvest Moon. There's a game creator that makes his favorite games. So like there's a Pokemon. He made his own version of Pokemon where you have a cassette and you gotta like record the Pokemon. Each creature has like a different song, and you have to record them and then you turn into them, and then that's how you battle. But instead of it being like water kills fire, now it's like
what was that?
If you're a plastic type Pokemon and I use fire, there's a chance that I can melt the plastic and now it becomes toxic because now it's releasing fumes. So now I'm being poisoned. Or if I use heat on water, it creates now that Pokemon could heal in 3 turns. It's more strategic. You gotta watch when you do it. Because you're either gonna help yourself or kill yourself.
We're close to a breakthrough.
And the next one, there's a game I used to play called Harvest Moon. Ask me.
Man, hello? Did you play Harvest Moon?
Yeah, a long time ago. So it's a cute game.
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
Yeah, it's a cute game.
He said he watched it when you were playing.
Yep.
The guy that's playing now, he's making his own version of Harvest Moon. It's a little farming. It's the same shit. So I'm waiting for him to.
Revelio.
Yeah, I think that you'd like Stardew Valley. Super cute.
And all those little cute puzzle games and all that shit you like. Little story mode games, like story games. You would like that shit.
Yeah, Stardew Valley is cute.
They're colorful, they're fun, they're not fucking so... I can't see you being entertained in like tactical freaking like role-playing RPG fucking... I can't see you staying in that genre for too. You get too frustrated. You don't have the patience.
Nice to see you here.
Really don't have the patience.
Revelio.
I have no patience. I play that game, what is it called? House Flipper.
Okay.
Oh god. Yeah, you should have seen that.
I get frustrated with that.
Really? How?
I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, oh my god, I hate this game too.
That's one of my favorite games. I love House Flipper.
I got through a cup.
Yeah, no, Stardew Valley, you've got, like, it's a little farming thing, and you watch TV to get the recipes. It's actually pretty neat. Where the fuck is this? Can I, right there. Yeah, it's a cute game. Build a house, you get to talk to the townspeople. You get to pick a townsperson that you want to marry, well, if you want to marry one. There's achievements connected to marrying them. So you can marry them, have some kids.
Come here. It's starting to see Pearl's age.
Yeah.
This place has seen better days.
In her face. Yeah. Hey, Pearl. No fart. She likes to bite, though, don't ya? She bit my finger today.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
Bitchy mouth.
That's funny.
I need a haircut again, eh? Yeah, that time she really got good. Didn't break the skin, but she freaking bit me.
What were you doing to her?
Oh, I was trying to clean her eyes.
Sorry.
Yeah. 13 years of cleaning her eyes, and now she bites me for it.
Maybe it freaks her out. Maybe she can't see kind of you coming at her properly. Or maybe she's freaked out by it. I thought I seen a balloon. Ooh, look at the dragon. Oh, please don't bite me. Yeah, maybe it freaks her out. Right, maybe she can't see you coming at her as well, because you said like her eyesight's kind of going, right?
Yeah. It's funny that she will not walk up the stairs. Oh. But she'll walk down the stairs.
Take one of my own. What have you done?
Hello?
Yep, still here. The fighting part gets fucking really loud. Oh, well, they're gone now.
Hmm?
Oh, I said the fighting part got really loud and then the people were gone. They disappeared.
How was your teeth?
Still fucking killing me. I gotta work on going somewhere to get them taken out.
Yeah, for some reason his tooth is still bothering him.
Okay. Where's this other one of those fucking these things? Old parchment. Is that the nesting? That's the one I want. It's over there.
You're using a game controller?
Yeah, my PlayStation 1.
So when you do the house flipper, do you use one?
Yep. I use a controller and my mouse. Like, I use both. It just depends kind of on what I'm doing. Same with Stardew Valley. I use both.
I tried using the game thing, and I couldn't do it.
The keyboard?
No, the PlayStation game controller thing.
Yeah.
It was just more frustrating me.
No, I use both. It just depends on what I'm doing.
I just use the keyboard.
You'll have to tell me what your... I think I might have you on Friends on Steam. I know I have Evan.
You don't have Evan on Steam?
Yeah, I have Evan on Steam.
Oh.
Oh, there's no probability.
The course looks rather deserted. I hope everything's all right.
Gryffindor, over here!
Hello again, Imelda. This course is a bit far from the castle, isn't it?
Obviously. Evidently too far for most of our classmates. Pathetic. They should be begging me to keep these trials alive, not running scared. I'm surprised our new fifth year showed up.
I have the pets.
I suppose I appreciate the effort.
That's
Do you have to finish one to get to that
thank
one?
you.
I know I can be impatient, but I get
So
frustrated
the
by those
farm
who don't take
one,
things
I don't
as seriously
know.
as I
Like,
do.
if it's just like
And in my experience, that's
download
everyone.
content, then it just adds
Anyway,
to your game.
Don't let it go to your
But
head.
they're coming out with a
Right
second
then,
house
enough
flipper.
chatter. I'm confident I've posted a time you won't be able to beat.
Yeah,
We'll soon see how I fare, won't we?
yeah.
I'm
they're
ready.
They're doing
Get
another
ready to
one.
lose, Gryffindor.
Alright, let's see if I can do her course. No, I haven't done this one yet, so I'll have to fucking...
This is going well.
I wish my portrait looked
Oh shit, I missed that one. I'm gonna have to do this again.
I asked the doctor if my color was
Brilliant flying.
Hold on a sec, there's like a ton of fucking music, so I can't hear you. I gotta turn the music down, you gotta give me a sec.
Made it. Excellent.
Ooh, down. Oh, dude.
This is going well.
Wait, I'm glad you fucking think so. God damn it. Uh-oh. Come on! Oh yeah! 2:42. Did I get the thing?
Wasn't hoping for that. Not to worry.
What fucking time do I have
You'll
to
have
beat?
to do better than that if you want to top my time.
Jesus.
This course is all about testing your ability to focus. Each turn requires a decision. Make one, then commit to it.
Imelda Reyes. Are you giving the
I wouldn't call it that.
Okay, I'm just gonna take a moment.
I think I should have a rest.
Of
Turn the
course.
music down.
This
That fucking shit got loud.
This is not.
That's all I could hear in my fucking ears. Alright. So, what were you saying about that now?
We're still on for the trial, aren't we?
I said I wish my foot would look.
We'll
back
soon
to
see how
normal.
I fare, won't we? I'm ready.
It's
Get
so
ready to look.
Off color. He says it will go back to normal color, but it's just, he says you broke your ankle.
That wasn't too difficult.
You
Brilliant.
probably busted a lot of blood vessels and everything else.
Absolutely.
So that's why your foot looks like that. He said that I pointed out of someone today. I'm like, I don't want my foot to look like that, man.
Right?
And then he goes, and
Made
I said,
it.
And I'll touch my foot, and he says, "You get a big indent in your foot for a while?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He says, "Yeah, that will go down too." My toes are still numb.
Okay.
My big toe, I think, it's just a little weird. It says when you start
This is going
walking
well.
and get everything moving, things should change.
Okay.
In the shirt, in the X-ray,
Yeah.
you can almost not see where it was broken.
Okay, well that's good.
Yeah, you can vaguely see the line.
Well that's good. That means it's healing good.
Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself. Now that's more like it. That wasn't too difficult.
I don't see them until like September.
Okay.
It's like 4 weeks from now.
That wasn't too bad.
Oh, that cramped my hands.
That was quite something.
Impressive work today, but don't get too comfortable. I'll be on your heels in no time. My family's not going to believe the news when I tell them.
One
They're
thing we
almost as
found
competitive
out,
as I am.
don't ever get there
Almost.
late. You're like
I
the
take it you want to
fucking
play for a
last
team,
person they
but which
see.
one? And
Yep.
which position?
Because if
I'm my
you show
father's
up
girl,
late, everybody
a
else
chaser
comes
through and
before
through.
you.
As for a team, it's the holy head harpies I've always dreamt of. When I'm finished with school, I'll try out.
I'm like,
If for some reason I don't
hour
get
before these
accepted,
people.
How
I
late
don't know.
were you though?
Herbology, perhaps?
15 minutes.
Yep.
Will you keep running
The
these
vet's
courses?
office
I'll race
told
them
us
myself.
today if we're more than
Don't want to
15
get
minutes
rusty,
late, we get charged
but I won't
for
be
the
dealing with time
appointment, and
trials.
there's no guarantee
You're
that
welcome
they'll
to
be
run
able
them
to see
too.
us.
Anyway, hope we find time to fly again soon.
My doctor's office, if you're more than 15 minutes late, won't see you. Ouch.
Do you get your competitiveness from your family?
You could say that. My grandfather played Quidditch for Puzzlemere United. And my father, well, he was a chaser for Slytherin, but had to stop after a curse took his knees out. Said it was the Gryffindor beater. And me, I fell in love with flying the first time I saw the ground disappear beneath my feet. Something about the freedom you feel on a broom. I've not been able to stop since.
I don't like going in public.
It's been fun competing against your records, Imelda.
It has been fun. Glad you're here. 5th year. Not bad.
Sitting there
for a Gryffindor.
And one lady
you
actually
take care
had
of
the balls to ask about it. The other ones just stared at me.
I should let Mr. Weeks know that this was his best upgrade yet.
Like, she's in a wheelchair, and I guess half of her body, she can't feel it.
Yeah.
She said she can't even feel her face. Like, she's talking to me, and her mask is going up her face.
Oh.
It's at the point that you're almost not seeing her eyes. And I'm like, look, I wanted to say something, right? But I'm like, no, I'm not going to be rude. And then she said something about, is my mask up on my face? I'm like, yeah, it's like almost over your eyes. I'm like, can't you see? And she goes, this is what I hate about these things. And plus, she doesn't squeeze it by the nose. It's just like straight across. Like straight across. She goes, I can't feel my face, so I don't know when the masks are moving. I said, oh, you just gotta push it down more, down on your chin, like your neck part. She's like, oh, okay. So she pushed this down. She goes, thank you. I'm like, you're welcome. So she's asking me, and I got up and I sort of showed her how everything connects to it. She's like, wow, what technology you have now, eh? I'm like, yeah. I said it's actually a pain in the ass to use, but I can't use crutches. I said I got a frozen shoulder and I can't use crutches underneath my arms. She's like, oh. She goes, well, how did you find that? I said, well, my son was looking through Amazon and he found this, so he thought it was the best thing to get for me. I said there's a scooter thing that you can get too, but we got one, but it was so massive. I was like, it was big. Like, you and me could have sat on the seat and wheeled around. Yeah.
A veritable gem in the Highlands, Marin.
She's like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah. Right. There was this one guy. The second time I came in, when they took the cast off.
Pardon? Were you calling to me?
I was. I'm Marianne Moffat.
It was like a
Pleasure.
week that I had
At the moment, I'm having a great deal of trouble trying to find a particular diricle.
The black fiberglass ones, all the way up to his groin. Like he had his whole leg cast right to the toes.
Yes,
right?
the magical bird can disappear when it senses danger.
Peculiar things, aren't they? Did you know that Muggles call them dodos? Such a funny name. I'm worried about a large albino diricle known as Gwynaira. She's a local legend, so of course poachers are after her. If I had her, I'd treat her like a queen, and I could use her molted feathers as fashion accessories.
Just on Thursday, he had nothing on his leg.
Okay.
I'm like, holy shit, he broke his, I don't know, I think he broke.
Sounds as if she needs rescuing.
The top, like,
I know the perfect place.
The perfect place is with me.
He was,
wait until the neighbours see her. Not to mention how fashionable I'll be with those beautiful feathers. I can't seem to rescue her, and I'm worried the diricles don't trust me since I've been hanging about their den.
He was telling me the same story, and I just overheard it.
Can you tell me what the diricle den looks like?
It's down by the shore, on a sort of overhanging cliff.
Wow.
You'll recognise it by all of the diricles lolling about.
I guess he wanted the
Why are you
cask
fixated
off.
on Gwenaira and not rescuing all the Diracles?
Gwenaira is
put a suit
special.
on for the
She's
wedding.
more attractive to poachers
So
with
that
her
he had the
lovely
brace on his
plumage.
leg, I
They'll
guess,
try
went over
harder
his
to take her.
pants.
The other Diracles seem to
That's
have
where the
managed
cast was
evading
off.
poachers quite well on their own.
I'll keep an eye out for a large white Diracle.
Oh,
There's another
thank
lady
you.
in there.
Those
The
gorgeous
last time we were
feathers.
in there, she was
And she'd be
whipping
safe.
around.
One last thing.
Walking
She seems
around,
to
like,
spend
all
her
over the
days in
place
hiding. I've
with
only
this
ever seen her
air
at
cast
night.
on with
I
a
do
cane.
hope you're able to save her.
She was in there on Thursday and she had no
Be
cane.
prepared
She
to
was just
chase her. I
walking
sometimes
around
wonder
with
if she
this
actually
cast.
enjoys the
I said
pursuit.
to Evan, I said, I don't know how fucking she can walk around
I
like
suppose I should watch for
Like, you
Gwenaira.
can't bend your
At
foot.
night,
Yeah.
apparently.
Okay, what time is it? 7? Okay, so I'm going to save my game.
Yeah, his office is downtown in Whitby.
Okay.
Like,
Alright, so I'm gonna exit out of here for now. Hold on. Alright, so anybody that's watched, thanks for watching. I hope you have a good afternoon. I gotta get the puppies out.